What's up, guys? Welcome. Crypto FUD. Let's jump right into this. All right, guys. So, hope everybody's been good. Took like a week off. Really just been monitoring the markets just like you guys have. Been kind of just waiting to see if there's going to be a big move. Yesterday I was actually going to come out with a video. I was going to come out with a video and I was just going to point out like how thin we were chopping right here, right at this point 5. And it was almost like it was just telling you that something was about to happen, right? Something was about to happen. Obviously, if I would have made the video yesterday, I most likely would have said that we probably would have been moving up. Now, hear me out. Obviously, we have some stuff going on that's dropped this market today, and that's going to be what in my opinion, is probably going to be what's going on over in the Middle East. Whenever there's any kind of a new war, and I know we all know that's not new war. We're not going to get into politics. This is all about money and crypto and stuff like that. But whenever there's like a new flare up with the conflict, especially when something close to America, it's going to bring down the markets. And it's always because of uncertainty. And that's pretty much what happened in the last like day or two. We've, since yesterday, pretty much we saw that nice big drop. And pretty much what I was saying is if we wouldn't have had the news come out of what happened over in the Middle East, I think we most likely this chart would have been completely the opposite, where we probably would have moved up. Bitcoin, as of yesterday, was sitting a little bit higher, somewhere around 27,000, I believe, like 800. But you guys remember a few days ago, probably, I don't know, I don't even know, days are flying by nowadays, but maybe a few days ago, we were up to about 28,000, a little bit over. We topped up somewhere around 28 too. Let's actually bring that chart up real quick instead of just talking about it. So Bitcoin, let's see here. Let me zoom out. So this was the move right here that I'm talking about. Obviously, we moved up to about 28.5. Crap. So we moved up nice, right? So the markets looked like they wanted to really start reacting and start moving up. All coins were, starting to curl up and looking like they were, about to follow suit with Bitcoin. And then obviously we got hit with the news from yesterday, right? Not going to dwell on it. It is what it is. If anything, like we always say, you guys are getting another opportunity. I don't know how many opportunities you're going to get, right? But you guys are getting another opportunity for this project and almost any project that you're looking for. Everything is pretty much got a hit today. Everything was roughly around 5%. Let's see exactly from yesterday to today. See, Milady got hit almost 10%. And you want to know why? Obviously, we all know Milady, out of almost any project, Milady has probably the one of the smallest market caps for like a bigger project. You're looking at something around 30, in between 30 and 40 million dollars. Other projects that moved 5%, where you're looking at hundreds of millions of dollars. Even some that were over a billion, like ICP, moved down 5% today, and that's a 1.4 billion dollar market cap. So with that being said, smaller market cap, you're going to have bigger fluctuations whenever the market's moving. But that's a good thing, right? Because that means when we're in a bull run and everything's moving up, and let's just say Bitcoin does like some crazy move within a month and it's up 40, 50%, you're going to probably see Milady. Doesn't mean it's going to be exactly, but you're going to see Milady eventually when it does have its run. It's going to be 60, 70, 80% run, right? You can see these runs are like within hours, and it's because it doesn't take much for this project to move. So with that being said, let's get to some price action. We're currently sitting at around the 31. We bounced at the 618, and I wanted to show you guys where we're at right now is a key level. It really is. It's right now the buyers and sellers are at war right now. They're literally at war as we speak. So you can see we had this nice move up, and you can see we basically bounced at the 618 multiple times right here, had a nice move up, and it looks like same thing kind of happened here. We did break below the 618 briefly, but look where we kind of moved up and found some support again right at the 618. We all know recently this nice run up, we did bounce, and we were trying to hold at the 0.5, obviously, and that's where we were pretty much at. Like I said, with the environment that's in right now with the whole world, economy, the wars everything like that. This it's just been like this for like the last like few years, right? So it feels like it's just like every time we're kind of moving, or when things kind of sit still for a little while, there's something's going to happen and it's going to kick you on your knees. Not us, but the projects, the crypto market, the whole stock market. Really, stocks actually didn't do bad today. They actually were up very little bit, but there wasn't a lot of movement because of the uncertainty, right? But back to Milady. So we really did find some massive support right here at this point five, and we were just, I mean, you could see it was getting so fine, so fine. The volume probably was getting low, but you could see the sellers were pretty much out of steam. They couldn't, bring anything down anymore. It was just, there wasn't really much being sold. There wasn't a lot being bought in, because I think we have long-term holders that have been buying in at these real big dips. So you saw that it was just real boring for the last like 5 days, where we were just curling, just kept sitting in the same spot. And we are pretty much at that support level at the point five, somewhere around that 33, 32, 34 mark, in between there, right? Well, obviously what happened and yesterday with the whole Middle East thing, that brought down the whole market. So it made Milady move, right, to the downward. Bounced right at the 618. And I mean, isn't it crazy how it perfectly bounced right at the 618? I mean, these fib retracements, it's nuts sometimes, like how you'll draw a chart and it's just like you'll put some lines of support and resistance, and it's like a week later they literally will respect those lines. It's just crazy, right? But with that being said, we're sitting right at the 618, like I keep saying, right at that 31 mark. I do think that maybe possibly we might drop down a little bit below something like where we saw right here, and then maybe easily jump back up. The reason why I say that is because if you see right here, we bounced down at like the 29. I don't know what it is with numbers with people, but it's like someone's probably waiting right now and they see where we're at. We're at the 30, right? The 30.9. But right when we drop down to that 29, that's just a mark where they're like, all right, we dropped from a 3 to a 2, from the 30 to a 29. It's like now it basically it motivates buyers to come in and start buying in. So with that being said, maybe we need to drop down to this 29, or maybe even drop down a little bit lower to give you guys some better opportunities and get the buyers motivated to jump back in. But for right now, Bitcoin is trying to jump back up. It's at 27.6. We did drop down today at around 27.3. So it has had a small recovery. I think a lot of everything, all eyes are on what's going on across the world, right? We have to just, keep your eye out. Like I always tell everybody on the channel, be patient. Be patient. If these numbers aren't the numbers that you're comfortable with, you might have an opportunity to maybe drop down to the 786 and buy around 26 or 25. But at the end of the day, Milady has such a small market cap, and we're in such a small little spot in this long chart that's going to be drawn out in the next 5 years, that you're going to look back and this thing's going to be like this little, it's going to look like this right here. This little, where this whole chart that we're looking at right here is going to look at this like little like millimeter of a line, and it's going to be like nothing, and basically it's going to, what I'm saying is this going to be like a price right now? If the bull run, whenever the bull run comes, this is going to be something we're going to look back and be like, look at that little spot, and it's going to be down. We're going to be like all the way down there where, it might look like there's a lot of movement right now, but it's really going to be nothing when you look at the longer scheme of things, right? So with that being said, not a bad spot to buy in, not financial advice. Maybe I would wait to see if we're going to hold the 618. We might dip down. That 29 is going to be a solid spot, 29.5. If we do break this to where we're going to see some solid buyers come in. Other than that, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'll make sure, since we do have some volatility going on, that I'm going to keep the videos coming. Make sure, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe, hit the like I've been telling you guys, make sure you guys are liking this video. Every single person, let's get like 100, 200 likes on this video so we can make sure to move that algorithm and we can bring in new people into the space that can see how Milady is small market cap, has NFTs. This has been shot out by Elon Musk in the past, not too long ago. This thing is going to shoot off during the bull market. Make sure you guys are jumping on the train. Obviously, I'm not giving financial advice, but we want to bring you into the space. Thank you guys so much. Again, hit the subscribe, hit the like. I thank you guys so much.